This is Thoughts That Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee Wolak. It's good to be with you today. People are very surprised. They're very surprised because I'm a minister. And they'll ask me for something, and many times I say no. That's right. I say no. And they don't understand, how can I say no? And I says, because I'm really clear on who I am. I'm really clear on what I do. I'm very clear on what my values are. And when I say no to something, it opens me up to say yes to some of the things that I value most. And here's the key thing. I'm here, like you're here, to experience life as only I or you can. So I'm not going to sacrifice my ability to experience the life I choose for any other person. Now you're going to say, well, Lee, that's selfish. I said, I don't think it's selfish because I'm not denying you that right. You get to choose. And you see, what happens with people is they don't get the idea that self-love means self-acceptance. It also means you don't need anyone else to know love. All the love you need to know is within you. Having a companion, well, that's just an extra benefit. That's someone to be on the path with you, but you don't need that person. We've been brainwashed, domesticated into believing we need to have a partner. That's strange coming from a man who's in his 50th years of marriage, isn't it? I truly love my wife. I like her. I like everything about her. Here's the key thing, though. I don't need her. Now, do you understand what I'm saying? Or did your butt pucker when I said that? Because how can a man or a person or a partner say they don't need their partner? Well, if you say you need someone, that means you're not whole. And I say no to that. I say I am whole. I am perfect. I am complete. And until I can embrace that, I'm not authentic. I'm not being honest with myself. I'm actually putting myself down. How many of you out there have been in relationships where you've had to subordinate to your partner in order to keep them happy? And if you were in that relationship, how did it feel? How many of you out there made your partner subordinate yourself to you so that you could feel better? I bet everyone can raise their hand, probably to both sides, because I think we've all done that, haven't we? No is a really, really, really powerful word. But you got to know how to say no, when to say no, and why you're saying no. The key thing is most people don't understand what their top values are, what it is. What are those top 3 things that make you tick? What are those top 3 things that you want more of than anything in the world? Where is the greatest void in your life? That's where your values lie. And once you understand those top values, man, you say yes to everything that supports them, and you say no to the things that don't. That's right. Don't ever be a people pleaser. Because if you're a people pleaser, you're literally saying that they're more important than you are. And the fact of the matter is, in your life, you're the most important thing. You are the only point of consciousness in your life that can focus itself to create your experience. There is no other point of consciousness, no other individual, no other being that can focus you on what you experience in your life. No one, nothing, no entity, no supreme being. You have complete freedom on where you focus. And boy, until you can embrace that, you're a victim. Barbara, it takes people a long time a long time to learn to say no because we're programmed to say yes. What did our parents teach us? I tell you something, you say yes to whatever I tell you. If I tell you no, you listen to that. Do you not remember your parents brainwashing you? I watched that with my little granddaughter. The dads want Claire to say yes to everything they want, and Claire's there saying no. I get it because Claire intuitively understands she wants to be free. And there is no good or bad. Remember that. There is no good or bad. There's just preference. I prefer you be this way. I prefer you do it this way. Why do teachers want their children to be well behaved? Real simple. It makes it easier for them to be in the classroom. And think about this. Is it natural? Is it natural for 20 to 30 kids, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, to be in a classroom, sitting, behaving all day long? The answer is no. We have bodies for what? To move, not to sit still. Yeah, it's real important not just saying no, Ian. You got to know why you're saying no and the right time to say no. And don't forget the how to say no. There's a way to say no that's not insulting. But then again, keep in mind, you can't insult someone unless they want to be insulted. Ooh, what'd you say, Lee? You can't insult someone unless they want to be insulted, because how the heck are you going to know how someone's going to take or interpret anything you say? Especially you don't have a clue as to why they would take it personally. And if they're taking it personally, then they've got some inner work to do, because no one does anything to anyone else. Whatever I'm doing for Lee. Peter says children have to learn. That's why they're in the classroom. Do they have to learn? Do they have to learn that way? Or have we been brainwashed to believe that? What do children have to learn? History? Do you understand what history is, Peter? History is something that the winners write to get you to believe how they want to see it. How many times has history been rewritten? A lot of interesting things. There's a lot of interesting ways to do it. I'm asking you, when you come and you listen to me, I'm asking you to be able to put aside your preconceived ideas and open up to the possibility of something greater. Most people cannot talk about anything that's not within their past memories. Dion, who's got a little baby, she says children have to learn, but not in a classroom. Classrooms can work, but most of the things I've learned in life have not been in a classroom. Think about that. Where will children learn life skills better? In a classroom or on a playground? Interesting question. When we talk about life skills, a lot of times, let's go back to Pink Floyd. You're saying, Lee, how did Pink Floyd get into this conversation? It's real simple. Napoleon, I love that, Ian. What is history but a fable agreed upon? A fable agreed upon. Yeah, they're rewriting history right now as we speak. Pretty soon, there never will be slavery. You know what the greatest slavery is? The box we create around our own mind that we can't think anything other than what we've already experienced. Yeah, I was back on Pink Floyd. Just another brick in the wall, folks. Education, for the most part, gets us so that we can be a cog in the machine. There's no question, Peter, that it's important to learn to read, to write, to be able to communicate, to learn mathematics and stuff. There's a lot of things in schools that are not that valuable. Teach our children how to use money. What is the value of money? Teach our children how to think outside the box. Do you think that's happening? Creativity doesn't happen by thinking same things over and over and over. Look at Richard. He's out there being a naturalist. How to garden, how to find water, how to build shelter. Hey, if electricity was turned off today and we had no electricity, majority of the world would perish because they wouldn't know what to do without electricity. Think about that. What would you do without electricity for a month? Not only you, but everything around you. Have you been educated in that thing? Boy, how do we get off on that? I started off with just saying no. Yeah, we wouldn't be talking if there was no electricity. There'd be no social media. There'd be no games. There would be no refrigerators. There would be no heat. There would be nothing. No grocery stores. Where would you get your food? Very interesting stuff. But we got off on a tangent. I wanted to talk about saying no. Saying no to what you know is beneficial to you. Stop saying yes to things that are putting greater and greater and greater stress on you. Here's what happens. If you say yes a lot, people know that and they will dump on you. Do you like when people dump on you? Look at your schedule. Look at your to-do list. How much of your to-do list is really yours? Or is it something someone else wanted you to do? I had a to-do list. And I said to my wife last week, I said, hey, take Thursday afternoon, today afternoon off. We'll go to the auto show in downtown Dallas because we love going to the auto show. Well, she says, Lee, she came home 2 days ago. I took the day off. I got the afternoon off for the auto show. I said, damn, I scheduled something for my audiobook. And I thought about it. And I said, I told her yes. I want to go to the auto show. So I moved my recording of the book. I said no to that today. And I said yes to something that I truly value. I love spending time with my wife. I love going to the auto show. I love seeing the new cars, sitting in them, getting the feeling of what it's like to be abundant. I love that. And Thursday's like the first day, so it's the best day to go. Why? There's not going to be a crowd in the afternoon because everyone's working. I said no to something that I agreed on because I wanted to say yes to something that for me was more important. That's why we have the word no. Actually, no is actually saying yes to what you most want and what you most choose. So Julie says, happy St. Patrick's Day. Let me be a Scrooge. What does that mean? Is there a saint? Do saints really exist? If there is a saint, why is that saint all about drinking green beer? Why is that saint all about partying and getting drunk? I say no to the nonsense holidays. Do you see what I'm saying? Or are we going to be blind and buy into nonsense? Absolute nonsense. God, I didn't expect to say that today. Thanks, Julie, for giving me that platform. Corey says, what auto show was it? It's the Dallas Auto Show. That's what it is. The North Texas or Dallas Auto Show. It's today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So with that, I want to tell you, go create a great day because only you can. Until next time, know that you are loved, accepted as you are. Until then, aloha, everyone.